So good morning, everybody, and apologies for the slight delay. As always, blame it on the traffic, blame it on the fog. But so nevertheless, since we have to, this day is all about working around the realities. We'll work around the realities and make sure that we still manage the schedule. So this is a very, very important morning for all of us as a community. And so a warm welcome to the Digital Transformation Series. We started this week and we are concluding this week with a discussion. Most of you know that the Digital Transformation Series, which is presented by Microsoft and Economic Times, is a series that we are doing across cities, pan-India, and it started on Monday last week. So we had a CEOs meet, and today we have the CXO, CMO, and CEOs meet. The idea here is to make sure that not only one part of the value chain is mobilized, but the whole ecosystem is mobilized. And that to us, all of us, when we were co-creating, is the most critical aspect when we are talking about transformation and digital transformation. And especially if you put these realities in the retail space, all the more important because it's a scattered value chain. So while the enterprises need to transform themselves digitally, it is very, very critical for their business success to make sure that their extended value chain of their vendors, right till their customers, are mobilized and they are transformed. So hence, when we are optimizing and mobilizing the CEOs, it becomes imperative for all of us who are at the change level to get mobilized. This, as you say, we are still expecting some more of your peers and colleagues. This is a very, very informal gathering of peers, because we feel that at some level, some of you are competing with each other because you are in business. But at other level, you have to collaborate with each other because you are living the same problem, and hence you are the best set of people to make sure that you will bring out the solution which are combined, which are shared. So with this thought, we felt that it has to be, you have to start the whole day, the half-day conferencing session that we have. We didn't want only this part of the stage to have action and thoughts and solutions. So you are going to co-create all the solutions in the way forward, the strategies or the roadmap that we'll be talking about. So it will start, the day will start with some of the presentation, which will act as a foundation for all the things that we're going to talk in the later sessions. So with all that, because it's a CEO summit, CXO and CMO summit, and C is the guiding factor for all of us, we thought it's nice to include another C to it, because we thrive in chaos. There are disruptions around, there's competition around, there are complications around. So we thought that let's begin ourselves with orientation, and can we have the sheets to be distributed to the delegates, please? Rather than going in circles, we thought that let's make sure that what C's can do for you. So here are the sheets. I'm sure Irfan will be giving you the C's. It's a simple exercise. It's a sheet with a lot of circles. Why these circles? Because we believe that all of us here are living and operating our businesses with the same realities. So the ground rules for all of us are same. The realities are same. The complications are same. The hurdles are same. How you change those realities to your advantage depends on your mindset, on your creativity, on your orientation, and how you look at a problem and how you create solutions out of those problems. So as you see, you have those sheets. You have pencil, each one of you. So we would urge you to take a couple of minutes and create design patterns, connecting the dots, connecting the circles, and see what you can do. And I'm sure Dheeraj will, and I would request Samik also to just look around and see what people or what delegates are doing and thinking. They will bring out some of the unique solutions that some of you have created out of these circles, and then we will take it up from there. So a minute to connect the circles, a minute to make sure that you look at the realities in a different way, and yeah, your time starts now. So do you think half a minute is good or 1 minute is good? And this has to be the individual act. There'll be time for the group discussions, but this purely is an individual task. The idea is to make sure that how each one of us perceives the realities, how each one of us makes sure that we optimize the realities. So Dheeraj would request you to do your rounds, and also Samik and the Microsoft team to go around, have a look, and if I can have a mic around, I'm sure Samik and Dheeraj would want to bring out something which is unique. And there are no guidelines, just let your imagination flow. If any one of you is done with it, or if you want to showcase it, just raise your hand and we'll reach you the mic. So Dheeraj, what kind of creativity do you see?
I think everything is very, very unique, very different. So, I'm just trying to make a path. Yeah, like these are obstacles. This is my path to. Oh, okay, okay. What are you?
I'm trying to show connectivity, the interconnectivity that we are at. I'm trying to show the interconnectivity that exists these days in our, how, entangled each one of us are with each other. Nice.
So are some of you also entangling the circles to create a pattern?
So what have you made? That's something very different.
So basically what I have tried is, like, there are different sources, and basically you need to have one single point where all the information is coming. So all my source of information is basically merging onto one center point.
So that's coming back to the C.
Absolutely, absolutely. The center of all the information and the nucleus, so to say.
So I was feeling very patriotic, and then Shaleen walked in with an India flag on his jacket, and I got India and connected.
A louder, please, because I think all of us, yeah, a little
louder.
So yeah.
I was feeling very patriotic, and Shaleen walked in with an India flag on his jacket.
Okay.
So I got India written all over the circles here.
Wow. Can we capture that on the camera, or can we show it to everybody, please? Well, or just put it out so that all of us can see. That's very nice. So I think, Dheeraj, is it a good idea that we leave the sheets so that during the day, and I don't want people to doodle while our speakers are speaking, but I'm sure all the good ideas will also seep in when, people are listening to the talks and discussing. So should we leave the sheets?
Yeah, let's leave it here and then we can put it up at the break.
So during the break, probably we'll put up the best 3 designs that came out of the circles, the impromptu design that we will be talking about. So keep the thinking cap on, because this morning is all about thinking differently, creating solutions, collaborating, deliberating, and not getting stuck with the standard ideas that only talk about the problem that we face as a business. And since we are talking about digital transformation, and since digital transformation is the buzzword, the problem with the buzzwords is that it gets talked about a lot, but there's very less action. So let's make this meeting a lot about action, and also about talks, but more about action. So to activate the action of the day with the keynote address and how digital is transforming the retail, as well as the session title From Retail to E-tail, Impact of Digital Technology, which is all about retail innovation, omni-channel and future of personalization. And why is it critical? Because I think all of us are living the realities, as both retailers and e-tailers are merging creativity, pragmatism, and technology to develop new solutions that resonate with shoppers. Investing in ultra-personalized services to drive customer loyalty and repeat sales is the top in the mind of all of us. This session will focus on a great customer journey across all channels, engaging customers with personal, relevant, seamless, and differentiating experience. And to do justice to the job at hand, may I now invite Mr. Samik Roy, Country Head, Microsoft Business App, here on stage, please. A round of applause for Samik as he takes us through this.
Am I audible?
Samik, the stage is on.
And am I audible at the back? Good morning. I'm usually the last speaker, so when I say good afternoon, nobody responds. So this time I thought I will swap and become the first speaker. Good morning. Right. You know, when a speaker from Economic Times talks today and she talks about C, I really thought she meant currency. Okay. Day before yesterday night, I looked at all the registrations which were there today confirmed. And though we are talking of retail, I understand that there are various sub-verticals of retail which are present here. There are people here from brick and mortar companies. There are people here who basically are there in brick and store companies. There are people here from the online business. There are people here from the e-commerce business. There are people here from Domino's. There are people also here from the airlines business. So I modified the presentation to be all-inclusive and have something for everyone. So if someone during the presentation feels this is not applicable to me, just stay on there, because you will feel something which will be applicable to you. When we talk of the digital world in retail, we talk of 4 aspects, and I will talk of those 4 aspects in greater detail as we go through. The first aspect is about engaging the customer. So this is everything to do with the external world. For us, the customer is not only the consumer, it's also your suppliers, your dealers, your distributors. So it's everything which is outside the organization and how you engage with them. So that's the first pillar. The second pillar is about the internal organization. It's about your employees. It's about empowering those employees to engage more effectively with the external world to increase brand recall, mind share, wallet share, market share, or whatever you call it. The third pillar is about operational efficiencies, where you look at every business aspect of your organization and make it better in order to help the second pillar service the first pillar better. And the last of it is analysis, where we use all of this intelligence, whether it's the external world or the internal world, to understand the consumers, the marketplace, the competition, the economies better, in order to make your product, your offering, your promotion, your services better for the external world. I thought I will start with the end in mind. What I'm starting with is an example of how digital has gone through the digital transformation journey. This is an organization called Amway. Have you all heard of Amway? It's into health products, beauty care products, etc. So what I'm showing you is models of the store that we created. But this store exists today. If any of you are going to Bangalore, this is on, which street is it? Brigade Road, and you must go and visit this. So I will show you different sections of this store. And while you're going through it, just keep in mind the digitization thoughts which have gone behind it. The entire store was designed with a customer experience perspective. Okay? What does the customer go through, or what are the things the customer likes, or the way they want to interact with, or the way they want to think when they go inside the store? This picture out here is the main hall. That's when you enter the store. On the left-hand side are the TV commercials which are on. It talks about Amway. It talks about their mission. It talks about their vision. It talks about what's the purpose of the organization, and some TV commercials out there. It's trying to create the brand. Once you cross this zone, there is something which is called a technical zone. Right? This is the zone where people will go to if they're trying to buy products which has a lot of depth in them. Let's look at it as a tablet, or they're trying to buy a supplement. So there are digital platforms where they can go and find out stuff about